Hi guys. So yesterday was pretty funny after I mentioned that you don't always have to say everything that comes to your mind. Somebody decided that they wanted to comment on the way that I looked yesterday. So that's kind of my point. You don't need to go over and harass the person or anything like that. And I'm not mad at it at all. Like, I mean, I can't be bothered. Like that kind of comment. I don't care if I look washed out. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter what I look like. It's the message that I'm giving you. So if it's hard to look at me, I don't know what to say. Don't watch. I don't know. But that's exactly what's going on right now. And you guys, we've got to do better. We have to do better for the world at large, yes, but we have to do better in our own communities. We have to start being kinder to people and being more aware that some people don't have tough, like I have really tough skin. I can take a lot. What is something like being mean to, like you can be really sarcastically mean to me and I'll laugh at it. I think it's funny. Like, I mean, it's very hard to offend me, especially these days. Like it's even harder to offend me now than it was before, and it was hard to offend me before. Sorry for my distractions. The sun is square Uranus and I'm like all sorts of all over the place. So I apologize for my being fidgety. It just is. It is what it is. And everything's driving me crazy today. And I know it's the Capricorn moon, but we'll get into that in a minute. But we have to do better. Okay. And it's time to this kind of energy that we're in right now. Like we're triggering everybody right and left. Everybody's being triggered. Everybody's super annoyed. Learning how to control your own emotions and being aware of how you react, being aware of how you act and react with people is huge right now. And if you cannot control the things that come out of your mouth, that's a really big problem. Gone are the days where we say I have no filter. Because like if I'm on a platform like this, I really don't need to have a filter, honestly, because this is my platform. It's a public platform. If there's free speech, I can basically say whatever I want. I mean, within guidelines and boundaries, like let's not go overboard, right? But when you're when you're having a conversation and like when you guys comment and stuff, you're free to say anything that you want to. My point is, let's start taking other people's feelings into consideration before we go all over the place, okay? Because even if it doesn't hurt my feelings, what was said to me yesterday could have easily offended somebody. Easily. And it was a backhanded compliment. I was told how amazing, how I always look so amazing, but the color that I was wearing yesterday made me look really washed out and disgusting and all of the reasons why, right? And I've worn that color like a million times on this channel. So to say that, like, it's one of my favorite colors. I don't really care. I don't care that that person thinks it makes me look washed out. Again, don't watch me if you don't like the way that I look. But my point is that everybody is running their mouths right now. Everybody's running their mouths. So if you can be an aware person and maybe teach somebody else there to be aware of their person, you know, you are only in control of yourself. So trying to control other people at this time, it's going to be really hard. The moon is in Capricorn. It's in its last waning phase before we get to the new moon in Aquarius in the next couple of days. On Fridays, the new moon in Aquarius. If you would like to join us for the ritual party, the manifestation ritual party in Aquarius Friday, I'm only doing that because like, yay, Friday night rituals. I mean, I used to like get all dressed up and go to the bar on Friday nights, and now I'm getting all like comfied up with candles lit and manifesting and stuff. So how do you know that you have like 100% transitioned into a spiritual journey? There you are. But yeah, so you can register for that on my website. Also, the last meditation in January, the Mindful Manifesting series on Sunday. You can also register for that. If you are not already pre-registered, you also have an opportunity to be a member of the channel if you would like. There are 3 different options, 3 different tiered options to do that. And oh, okay. So let's, and you have, again, please forgive me for I'm really, really ADD today. And I already did this video once. So I'm kind of forgetting what I've already said and what I didn't say in the last one. I had to stop the last one because I was so fidgety that it was worse than this. I really had to pull myself back and calm down for a minute and then start it over again. So let's talk about this energy right now. The sun and the moon are aspecting Uranus, and they're also aspecting Chiron today in different ways, but it's all really giving us the same energy where you can easily be triggered into healing a wound today that you didn't know. With this, and this Capricorn moon is kind of like putting a period on everything that the Saturn and Pluto conjunction is teaching us, because Saturn and Pluto are still conjunct. Just like I said yesterday, we're not out of the woods. Like, it's going to be a while before they're at least 2 degrees apart from each other. So today is a really good day for you to be aware of how you react to people and how you're treating people and how you're acting towards people as well. Because we don't want to get ourselves into a situation where, oh man, I really should not have said what I just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to regret the fact that I said that tomorrow. Like, it could be easy to do that right now. And just, the awareness of other people's feelings and emotions should just be a general rule for everyone. I don't understand why it isn't. You know what I mean? But yes, a lot of patience is required. So the last couple of days, the cards have been showing like relationship stuff and love, and which makes a lot of sense because Venus is coming up into a time of a lot of activity, sextiling Jupiter tomorrow. She'll be squaring Mars later this week. And then on Sunday, she will be conjunct Neptune. So there's a very big opportunity to have a spark with love right now. Relationships, I mean, that just having Venus in Pisces where it's exalted can give you a spark, But so that's kind of been a running theme for the last couple of days. But I think today is, it feels like a lot of people might be on pause today. Take a deep breath for me. There we go. It's like somebody's holding their breath because these cards. Okay. There's some clarity. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. And I love this. Some of y'all are taking a time out, a much needed time out, or it's like you are giving your energy to healing. You're giving your energy, and healing doesn't mean that you're like, when I say healing, I know a lot of people get that immediate thought of they have to be like laying in bed, or they have to be in silence, or they have to be in this, or they have to be in that. There's something that's like really big that's shifting right now. And so giving ourselves allowing ourselves and giving us the opportunity to focus on the path, like we basically can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And today is giving us that opportunity to focus on that light at the end of the tunnel. It feels very much like someone's getting an aha, or there's some kind of realization that's coming to light for some people today. So I have Temperance, and I have the Hanged Man. These are really quickly becoming like my favorite deck. I love it. The Six of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you, I mean, we have all major arcana except for the Six of Pentacles. I feel like some of you are going to begin collaborating, like in business. Some of you might be collaborating in a romantic way, but it also is in business. It feels very purpose-led. And it's like you've been waiting for this to happen. You've been waiting for some kind of shift or some kind of forward momentum to come about and to happen. Let's clarify and see what temperance is, because temperance is, yes, it's about being patient, but it's also about balancing out your heart and your mind and making decisions based on that. It represents Sagittarius, it represents Jupiter. And then the Hanged Man, right, is Pisces. And this is allowing yourself to see things in a different perspective. And it's almost like everything is balancing out and making a lot more sense because you finally allowed yourself to see things as they really were, not as like the illusion that you wanted them to be. It's like today was that aha moment for you, the Page of Wands. And it could be that, because the Page of Wands for me is a messenger. Maybe there's a Sagittarius that's showing up in your life, bringing you a message. For some of you, there is a message that you've been waiting on, you've been very, very patient for, and that's going to be coming in. Either if it's not today, it'll probably be in the next couple of days, some kind of message, whatever. And I mean, that's going to be different for everybody. Whether you're waiting to hear from a loved one, whether you're waiting to hear from a partner, whether you're waiting to hear for a job, something like that. Somebody is waiting, and you might hear from them today. Let's see, the Hanged Man. And if you're not waiting for it, this could just be like somebody bringing in a message that it's almost like, it feels like a truce almost. Let's see what the Hanged Man is. And the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. So the Queen of Wands is the one. She's been in the reading the last couple of days, so you could really be dealing with Sagittarius energy. The Queen of Wands is like on pause or something. There's some kind of limbo. If somebody's keeping you in limbo and you're waiting patiently to hear from, like, this is not, I don't want anybody to be in this place. I don't want you to stop living your life because you're waiting for somebody to show up for you. Because I feel like it's time for you to really start focusing on what your brand of 10 of Cups looks like, regardless of like your 10 of Cups is not based on another person being in your life. So regardless of whether you have somebody else in your life or not, this Six of Pentacles and 10 of Cups is saying it's time for, because the Six of Pentacles is like, where are you placing your energy? Are you giving it to people, places, and things that are giving back to you? Or are you draining your energy by giving it to somebody that's not giving back to you? Right? And so it's time for you to get honest with yourself on what your 10 of Cups, and I say your brand of 10 of Cups because the 10 of Cups is ultimate joy and happiness, and that looks different for everybody. Just like when I said not everybody has the kind of tough skin or like, you know, tough exterior that I do, and they, you know, for some people being mean is different than for what it would be for me. Like, you know, some people are just like sarcastically funny with me and I don't think it's mean at all, but to somebody else it could be very, very harming to them. You see what I mean? Same thing with the happiness, right? Your 10 of Cups is going to look different than somebody else's 10 of Cups. And maybe you find somebody's 10 of Cups that's so similar to yours that you want to make the 10 of Cups together, but you have to, but it starts with you, right? You have to have your own brand first. So, and I think that that's like, it's clear to this. I feel like with this Queen of Wands, it's sort of clear to her that now she can't stay in this Hanged Man position anymore. And maybe that's the message that's being said, is I'm not going to wait for you anymore, kind of thing. Maybe that's what needs to be said. I'm not waiting anymore. Let's see, with the Sun. Like, do we not want to clarify it? All right, let's do one more. Take a deep breath. The sun is... yeah, it's clarity, which it's discernment. You know, like the King of Swords on the sun is, you know, he's going to make his decisions based on logic. And I mean, he probably, I mean, if you look at this King of Swords, he's meditating. So he also bases his decisions on his emotions, but because his logic and emotions are balanced. I don't know why it took me so long to say that word. Because his emotions and his logic are so balanced, it's easier for him to see what the sun is trying to show him. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we see what the sun is showing us and we get really overly excited about it and we lose all logic. Or we see what the sun is showing us and all we do is analyze what it is, whatever that sun moment is, right? So you're creating this shift. You're creating this momentum and this shift, and allowing yourself to do that is elevating your vibration. Like you are raising your vibration in a lot of ways. I love the Wheel of Fortune because it looks like there's a whole bunch of poker chips there. It's a Jupiter. Very Jupiterian card. So let's see. Let's see what this big shift is all about. I'm just like, the cards are kind of driving me crazy. It's so interesting that this is the kind of energy that would be an annoyance to me. Because normally, like, I don't get annoyed at all. And I'm just like, me, 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 me. Like everything. Every little thing. Me, 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 me. And the cards. Okay. There it is. Page of Swords, which was the card of the day. 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So the Page of Swords, I love that the card of the day shows up in the reading every day. The 6 of Cups showed up yesterday. So the Page of Swords on the Wheel of Fortune, this is about being honest, right? This is about speaking your truth. This is about being honest about what your path needs to be and allowing yourself to shift into that and not waiting on somebody else to show up for you before you do it. There's no such thing as I'll be happy when anymore. Like that whole phrase needs to be deleted from everybody's vocabulary. I'll be happy when. No. We're happy now. We aren't going to be happy when we've lost 20 pounds. We aren't going to be happy when we've met the love of our life. We aren't going to be happy when that person shows back up. We aren't going to be happy when I get a better job, when I have a bigger house, when I have a better car, when I get more friends. No. You shift your energy. My watch says 11:22:20. Oh, it just moved to 23. Oh, now you can't see it. Never mind. It was 11:22:22 when I was saying that. So whatever sign that means. 8 of Pentacles with the 9 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. I like that. Ooh, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. The 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. You guys, you will be independently abundant. You can be independently abundant. Even if you're married, you can still be independently abundant. You can depend on somebody and be independent at the same time because there are no rules. I'm tired of everybody putting like labels and rules on things. Like, stop, right? But that 8 of Pentacles is saying to get to the 9 of Pentacles abundance and independence, don't skip the steps. Stop trying to go from 0 to 100 without doing all the work in between. And if the work that you've been doing in between isn't working, try something different. Why do you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting that something is going to change? It's like when I decided, and I don't know why this is what's coming up. Somebody must be going through this. I don't know. But when I decided I was going to get divorced, or before I decided I was going to get divorced, with either marriage, we did the marriage counseling. We did, we did the monthly date. Like we tried to fix. We took all of the steps. We didn't just go from something is wrong, now we're over. We took all of the steps in between. And those steps, like it was a very good and solid college try, like it was a solid effort on all parts, in all parties. We admitted, some of us admitted what we did wrong. And others, some of us took, and my point, if you want to be the King of Pentacles and you want to be solid and you want to be steady and you want to have your shit straight and you want to have like all of the things, right? If you want to sit in this kind of comfort, look how comfortable that King of Pentacles looks. Like, I mean, I'm old. But anyway. So if you want to get there, the universe is saying you can. And you're probably going to be getting some lightning bolt moments coming up, right? But don't try and go from 0 to 100. Because you'll fail. And then you'll get discouraged. And then it'll be a whole cycle. And you'll just keep repeating it until you learn your lesson. You see? All right, guys. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Please be nice to each other. Please be kind to yourself. I'm going to continue with some general readings for January and February. I know you all are waiting for them, and I appreciate your patience and love and kindness. I will talk to you soon. Bye.